Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Germany, or I guess Prussia, right now. Let's continue on from last left off. So we have annexed more of the Congo, so we are, feeling pretty good with our position here. If anything, 20... No. We're gonna wait until we can at least get down to, We're gonna at least wait until we are below 25, or below 5 maybe? Because if we get discovered right away, I don't want everybody to declare war on me. So if we wait till we're down to like even 4.99, if we get discovered immediately to just fighting a war against the Congo, it doesn't immediately cause a loss. And everybody wanting to kill me. How many men is in this one province, by the way? 46,000. Is that even worth the infamy? Honestly, the answer is probably no. If anything, what we want to be doing is trying to push our way into like Aero or... And Calabar 3 divisions, you have 6 divisions. I mean, you could do some really kind of cheaty things, like go all the way up here to Borno, annex this territory. Can you even do that? No, you can only humiliate. Okay, the game's a little bit smarter than I took credit for. Yeah, Switzerland, we can have alliance. Yeah, so you can only take territory that you can actually border. Fair enough. I mean, that's an issue with, like, if you've played, just vanilla Victoria 2, there's Sokoto, and it's very, very cheesy. You can just annex it like really early on in the game. It gives you such a huge advantage for the rush for Africa. But in this mod they have thought about that and like, nah, we shouldn't allow you just to do that easily. So expanding some railroads in the areas which we are likely to see combat. Now again, they are kind of expensive. We can also do some I should have been doing that a while ago, this whole time. My good friends, can I like put infrastructure in you? I can. So there's a good reason. I can basically spend some money to build up smaller countries, Ottoman Empire for example. And if I do that, it will allow me to have some investments in the country, which will decrease the amount of political power or influence, whatever you want to call it, to get these guys out of my sphere. So if I was actually doing that in all of my little German states, I mean, I have enough money that I'm willing to throw a little bit of it around. But of course, not everybody's going to allow you to build a factory or railroads in their country. Some of them are... Yeah, like these guys probably will not allow any investment. Build up a railroad here. You're still my territory. Is there anybody else that's in my, Not really. Nobody else is in my sphere right now that would matter too much. Okay, so national focus here. Craftsman, it's red. Basically saying like, hey, there's too many of us. So we're going to put you guys up to soldiers. I can't really we can also do some more stuff. I mean, we can just keep going down all allowed rights. Just so people who are in, the Polish areas of Prussia or the people that are down here in Africa aren't the most angry at us all the time. So what the hell are you? In 1846, a conference of German historians, philosophers, and lawyers were held in Frankfurt. German history, law, and language were debated topics, but also political issues like question about regarding a national state. Academics, not politicians. Prestige goes up a little bit. The rich get a little bit more liberal, and the liberals get a little bit more conscious. That's fine. As you can see, we already have very, very high consciousness. Infamy, liberal agitation. So there's going to be a lot of reformation. That's just going to happen in around the 1840s, 1850s. That's just how it works. That's just how it be. Wait, what's this? Never mind. Okay. None of that's important. I was looking at my phone because there's like a message on it, but it does not matter at all. Okay, so we can need to do now the Neuchâtel Revolution of 1846. So that little territory that's down here in Switzerland, basically over who has control of this. Change types of republic. Is a great power. Influence change to negative 400, or renounce all claims. So we lose prestige, we lose an infamy point. Switzerland gets it, and Switzerland likes me a lot more. You know what? I'm fine. Switzerland, you're friendly with the French, you're cordial towards me. It would be nice to have them in my sphere, I think they're already allied towards... No, I was going to say they're already allied towards me, but... I'll say yes. But yeah, Switzerland's basically not allowed to join wars. Because, you know, if you... Historically, they didn't do that much. The Polish question. I don't want to support the Austrians. There's one thing I don't want to do. I want to destroy the Austrians. A Polish revolution begun in Krakow and threatens to spread like wildfire to our great nation. Austria's asking for our consent to suppress Krakow, arguing the free city is focus of Polish nationality. We do not support the Austrians. They don't like us. So people in Poland don't like me, even though I'm not trying to. Basically, it's like, will I allow Austria to take over a province? You know what? I'll say yes. It really doesn't matter too much to me. Krakow is a tiny little city-state. It is what it is. If it falls, it falls. Not much I can do about that. I mean, if you look back at like what Bismarck did to reunify Germany, he did keep good relations with Austria for a long time until he was ready to strike. So I don't want to make enemies of the Austrians like super early. Because right now I think we're still weaker than they are. 67 divisions, I mean we have 71, 7 tech. You're on 6. So we have more men. We have more technology. So we could maybe beat the Austrians in a war. Potentially. We could beat the Austrians in a war. I mean, I guess some of those divisions are down here. 6 of those divisions are down here. So we're really on equal footing. And of course, who attacks who has a huge influence on whether or not people join your side. If we attack the Austrians, there's a chance that Spain, 2 Sicilies, and the Ottomans will have nothing to do with it. Because, hey, it's an aggressive war. And that's outside of my jurisdiction. But if Austria attacks me, then they're significantly more likely to come to my aid. So what will be Austria? I mean, it's 1846. Let's go back up to speed 5, at least for right now. And we can get to naval base. We should at least build one of those, as well as having actually colonial power, which is important. Early railroad, absolutely. We want that going. We shall build a naval naval base. Where should we build it though? Because you can only have one per state. Let's go with. I mean, they're expensive. Actually, no, only 2,500 pounds. That's actually pretty cheap. I mean, I don't know if it really matters where you build them. We build 2 there, and I think they're considered 2 different states, so we can also build some naval bases all the way down here in Africa, giving us also more naval range. So if we want to colonize down here in South Africa or Namibia, all these are beautiful places, which we might want to have a say in, control over the region. Quick look, Ottoman Empire, 000. Why am I not getting any points with you? We're both banned. By the Spanish! My. I really didn't see Spain being the one to, Did it say I lost control of them and I just completely ignored the message? That's absolutely what happened. Deciding a colonial policy. Our people need more land to settle. Prestige, losing 55,000 pounds. Holy hell. It's our burden to bring civilization, more prestige. All pops in Prussia does not belong to the dominant religion, and as a colonial state will gain 5 militancy. So indirect rule, civilization mission, or settlement. Let's try settlement. It's very expensive, but there is also a slight chance, depending on how decolonized, or not decolonized, how depopulated the areas are, we could theoretically make them states. I mean, that's very hard to do. Okay, well, ignore this colony policy for now. Let's go for, not trade unions. It's probably a little bit, like, 1846 is a bit early for the trade union movement, so we're gonna get some center press. That's all fine and good. The liberals apparently have too much power. Unless it's not the reactionaries voting for this, is it? Where the hell is it? Yeah, you guys. We have to wait until, February anyways. So, Committee for Polish Independence, Poland should be kept off the map. Did you actually attack Krakow yet? You do have the CB against them. Krakow's, you know, claims on a lot of territory. I'm sure Austria is going to get involved in the war. I don't know when they'll do it. But they have a free CB. I don't think anybody's guaranteeing Krakow's independence. One thing I could do, theoretically, is try to drastically... They're already hostile towards me. That's not a surprise, given the fact that I do own... I basically said, it's okay if you get invaded. I can understand why they might be a little bit upset by that. But because most of this is neutral, I think I'm going to try to really focus on Hanover. Am I already cordial with them? I'm neutral. Saxony... I'm cordial with. Bavaria. See, as you can see, they have some national investment. I haven't invested anything, so I'm getting a 50% penalty. Bavaria, are you at the war? Yeah, you're at war with these guys. So I mean, it's at least good to see these are who will join Austria in a war. Southern Germany, by and large. I'm not going to give these guys military access. They don't get anything. So we're still getting 0.6 points. The California Republic exists. Guess they're declaring their war in the sphere of the United States. Okay, sure. Does that mean that there's going to be the Mexican-American War has started in a very... Is this how it happened historically? I'm actually not too sure. What actually brought on the Mexican-American War. So build up some more artillery. You guys have flags. You're Jacobin rebels. Not what I like to see. Yeah, because they're very upset. We might actually need to pass some sort of, Yeah, you know what? Preserve the calm right now. Well, we probably... You know what? Let's give a little bit... I'm guessing no on voting rights, right? Suffrage movement, landed voting. That probably turns it into, like, the Prussian constitutionalism or whatever it's called. I'm sorry, Kaiser, whoever is in charge of Prussia right now. They had, you know, very light reforms. Secret society. Yes, more reactionary in the upper house. I want these guys in charge because they really do seem like they're going to be the best for us. That's Hanover. Let's keep in, you know, in putting some production in my actual territory. Any of these small guys as well. I am okay spending points in, even if they're belonging to Prussia, or even if they're belonging to Austria, I should say. It's still, I think, fine. And even if I actually put money into here anyways, I'll eventually control that territory regardless. So, it's not like I'm losing money by doing this. In the end, I will still be fine. Okay, we're discredited. I don't think we're really going to be able to influence them anymore. You know what? Just abandon the Ottoman Empire. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to keep that alliance up, which really sucks. It would have been really nice to have. Oh, another thing also is that if we actually put these guys into our sphere of influence once in, again, 1880, we'll actually just annex them outright. So influencing and getting some of these guys in Africa under our control, not actually a bad idea. So yeah, now we are a semi-constitutional monarchy. Not that that really makes any difference. Or we'll have an election, sure. I mean, who's going to win? I mean, look, probably the conservatives. We're very, very conservative. We're pretty reactionary still, though, as well. But the conservatives have 47% of the vote. I don't think the liberals are going to win. But they are becoming a little bit more liberal all the time. We're also losing a lot of people. Are we losing that to emigration? Yes, people are really leaving Prussia. Are they all going to the United States? Yeah, or they're going to Brazil. Where are we going? Chile, Brazil. A lot of people are moving to Saxony. I didn't even know that was even possible. Okay, so Switzerland's having a little civil war. French Revolution. And yeah, now we get all this beautiful stuff. So, we're going to go for... Who would I want to support? I want you guys to be in charge. So we're still going to argue for like moralism and stuff. So the French Republic has been reformed. They are negative 156. They really don't like me very much. But that's fine. So yeah, we're almost in 1848. The Anti-Jacobin Tract. Militancy in non-colonialism. Consciousness in non-colonialism. Landowners become reactionary. Landed voting. And we already have landed voting, so I'm not too sure what you're really arguing for. I'm actually going to also keep on upgrading our military a little bit. Expand all of our factories, all of our railroads. Again, is there anybody... Yeah, I'm fine putting money into these guys. Oldenburg, you're already part of my satellite, or into my, Mecklenburg, sure. You're already in my sphere, so just, you know, controlling that as much as we can is good for us. We'll be like the most, railroaded nation in the world. Probably actually behind the British. The Res Publica. Again, we are residency, so we're going to give them residency. It's a little bit strange. The problem with Hearts of Iron, or not Hearts of Iron, Victoria 2, that I found is that people are way more, I guess you could say, progressive in this game than they would be in real life, or they were historically. And I mean that in the sense that, yeah, like 65% of people support full citizenship for, what even is Eastern German? 60% of the population supports full citizenship? That seems extremely unlikely, given so many circumstances. Galetti, oh yeah, this guy down here. I would like to increase my opinion of you. I should just have you drop down to 1 point. Like, you're really not that important, and I don't think anybody else is going to try to actually influence you. And also, I'm going to influence you by 1 point as well, Calabar. Hopefully, if we put them in our sphere, the AI shouldn't attack them. They'll be like, oh, we don't want to deal with Prussia, so we're not going to do anything too crazy. We're losing a lot of people. Like 2,000 people a month? Oh, the reactionaries won again. Fantastic. Even though they only got like 30% of the vote. Beautiful. I mean, it is all the rich landowners voting, so I mean, I'm not too surprised that they won. I need one more artillery. I need one engineer and then one hussar. That'll get this up and running. You're still missing an engineer. Yeah, so I actually need 2 engineers. Thank you very much. We also might want to start building forts, but they're just so expensive. $8,000 a piece is an expensive investment. You know, put money into Saxony. It really doesn't matter. It just means that the AI, or Austria, is going to have a more difficult time influencing them as well. Because we put a decent amount of money in there. They need to beat us to really lose that penalty. Yeah, so it is 1848. A dangerous time if you're a monarch in Europe. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks very much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. Not to click thumb down. You want to subscribe, and goodbye.